Welcome to Quick AI with PhiSho. I'm your host PhiSho, where I break down the biggest AI news in 5 minutes or less so you can stay ahead without the tech bro nonsense. Whether it's OpenAI, Apple, Google, or whoever's trying to run the AI world, I got you covered. No fluff, just real talk. Let's get into it.
All right, let me tell y'all why this week in AI hit different. When Disney links up with OpenAI, when GPT 5.2 drops right after, and when everybody else starts scrambling for licensing, partnerships, and legal cover, that's not coincidence. That's the industry admitting AI is not a phase, it's infrastructure. So let's talk about what really happened this week. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Quick AI with PhiSho, breaking down the latest in AI news. And today we're going to talk about how this week AI stopped playing small. So Disney didn't just partner with OpenAI, they picked a side. They gave OpenAI Sora license access to Disney, Pixar, Marvel, and Star Wars characters. Not fan art, not bootleg vibes, official IP, guardrails and all. And let me be very clear, Disney does not gamble with culture. If they let Sora touch their characters, that means they believe AI video is inevitable. So instead of fighting it in court forever, they said, cool, we'll own the lane. This is Disney protecting the future of storytelling before the future gets messy. And notice who they didn't pick. Google. So days before the OpenAI deal, Disney sent Google a cease and desist. Basically like, stop letting your models spit out knockoff Frozen and Star Wars scenes. That matters because it tells you this ain't about AI versus art. It's about who gets licensed imagination and who doesn't. Disney looked at the field and said, OpenAI feels controllable and Google feels chaotic. That's wild and very telling. Now, stack all of that with the GPT 5.2 dropping right after. So this wasn't a flashy, look what I can do model. This was a lock-in production model. Faster, cheaper to run, better reasoning, more stable for real workflows. GPT 5.2 is not for play. It's for studios, teams, creators, devs, enterprises, people actually building stuff. And OpenAI basically said, we good on demos. Let's get back to dominance. This was their code red release and you can feel it. Now, zooming all the way out, this wasn't just OpenAI week. Meta locked in AI licensing deals with major publishers. Media companies started launching AI narrators instead of hiring more staff. ChatGPT group chats turned AI into a participant, not a tool. Google doubled down on Gemini as a thinking partner, and everybody started talking about IP, licensing, and guardrails. And the translation is the AI free-for-all era is ending. The permission era is beginning. So here's where this hits home. For everyday folks, this means AI videos are about to get way better and way more believable. Your favorite characters will show up in AI content officially. The tools you use are going to feel smarter, faster, more embedded, and the platforms you trust will matter more than the models themselves. So we're moving from which AI is best to which AI ecosystem am I living in? And that's a bigger question than most people realize. So this is why I keep talking about AI as an operating system. Disney didn't sign a model. They signed a future workflow. OpenAI didn't just drop GPT 5.2 for vibes. They dropped it to stay inside every pipeline. So this isn't about tools anymore. It's about who owns creation, distribution, memory, imagination. And whoever owns that owns culture. So the Disney deal wasn't about animation. 5.2 wasn't about performance. And this week wasn't about features. It was the week that AI companies stopped asking for permission and started negotiating power. So if you still think AI is just helpful software, you're already late. This is infrastructure now. But that's all I got for today's episode. Again, if you found it insightful, don't forget to subscribe and share, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.